Stands are an interesting concept for an anime power, even for me. The manifestation of someone's soul, willpower, and inner personality represented as a spirit that's standing by you and protecting you. It's really interesting, and it is an amazing anime power that I think almost every JoJo fan would really want. But would you really? Because some stands, to my knowledge, can actually harm their own user. Some have their own autonomous thoughts, so they don't even care about the user, and can just throw you under the bus if they feel like they wanted to. And that's a scary thought to me. And it also got me thinking, what other stands would I not want to run into in real life? So this is what this list is about. The top 10 scariest stands from JoJo. Now, bear in mind, this is my opinion, and fear is subjective, so what I find scary, you might not find scary, so just keep that in mind that this is my opinion. Secondly, I will be discussing further parts than part 4, so if you're an anime-only kind of viewer, and you're on part 4 or part 3, then you might want to skip this video. I will not be discussing parts 1 and 2 since they have nothing to do with stands at all. And so with that in mind, oh wait, one more thing. I will be judging these stands on not only their appearance and abilities, but also their user and how the user is with their stand. And with that in mind, let's get this video started. This is the top 10 scariest stands in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Sethen and its user Alessi. Oh boy, these two are diabolical. Sethen is a stand that is bound to Alessi's shadow, basically meaning wherever Alessi goes, Sethen is literally right beneath him. What is the stand's ability? If you happen to so much as touch the shadow, then you go back. Not in time, in age. You get younger and younger the longer you stay in his shadow. But that's not the only thing that this stand does. It also has an ability called Shadow Reflection. Whatever Alessi has in his hand can be reflected into Sethen's hand. Basically meaning, if Alessi is holding a massive axe, so will Sethen, and Sethen can use that on you. So not only are you running away from a shadow that makes you younger and is wielding an axe, you're running from its user, who is doing the exact same thing. Only downside is, although the stand and the ability is scary in itself, I feel that the user Alessi is really freaking stupid. I mean, he falls for simple tricks that even a kid wouldn't fall for. That is Okayasu levels of stupidity. In my opinion, he deserves to be number 10 just for that. At number 9, we have Part 5's Green Day. Yep, this stand is on my list. Why? Well, let's have a look at its ability. Its ability is, it can attach a mold that will dissolve your body if you're under a certain altitude. And that altitude varies depending on your height. So, if you happen to crouch down or bend down to pick something up, you're screwed. And its user and the ability of the stand are not only the scary things, but look at its appearance. I would not want to run into this thing. then you're probably thinking, Jonik, why is this on number 9? It's because I find it's quite easy to beat. I mean, on his own, he's easy to beat. Just stand up straight and don't bend over. It's as easy as that. And because of that, it's why he's at number 9. At number 8 is Ebony Devil. I put this one at number 8 because its ability is alright. Its user's alright. It's the appearance that just does it for me. Its ability is that it can amplify hatred. So if Devo, the user, is hit, the more he hates the person who hit him, the more stronger and the more powerful that the object that Ebony Devil possesses is going to hit. Or basically is going to kill. So the more he hates you, the more chance you're going to die. Seems fair enough. But you look at the stand and you think, oh, the stand's obviously the doll. That's really interesting. Actually, no, it's not. This is the stand. Need I say more? This, to me, isn't scary. The doll is scary. Devo is scary. The ability is scary. The actual stand isn't. Sorry to be blunt, mate, and you're gonna hate me, but you are at number 8. Oh boy. Alright, I'm technically cheating with this one, but fuck it, I don't care. Grateful Dead and Beach Boy share the number 7 spot on this list. These two stands belong to two brothers, Prosciutto and Pesci. Now these two brothers are actually pretty smart when it comes to ability wise, but none of the stands actually scare me. To be fair, the abilities are fucking scary. For example, Grateful Dead can age your body and mind forward, so it's the opposite of Sethen. And Beach Boy is a hook that can burrow into you and kill you from the inside out. Beach Boy is scary on its own right because it took Bucciolati to unzip his own heart just to save himself from it. And to be honest, that alone makes the stand scary. Also, look at Pesci himself. Fucking hell, would you want to run into this bloke on a train? And what's so disturbing about Prosciutto? Oh dear God, why is it always the cute ones or the evil ones? Well, sorry guys, you're gonna have to share the number 7 spot. Oh boy, I can just hear the hate comments piling up now. At number 6 is the stand of one Vanilla Ice. The stand's name is Cream. Laugh all you want, this stand's ability and appearance is fucking terrifying. This stand has the ability to eat away at anything, and it erases it into nothing. Basically, it's like Okuyasu's The Hand on a much bigger scale. It can erase massive structures with basically one gulp of its mouth. It can even eat its user to protect them. But here's the downside. Imagine closing your eyes and swinging your arms around in a circle and praying to God you hit something. That's the downside to Cream. The user is virtually blind when inside and using it. So it's basically a crapshoot if you're actually going to hit your opponent. The only way you can actually see if you've done anything is if you peek out of Cream's mouth, which makes you a massive target if you happen to be fighting Polnareff. Of all people. Yeah, the bitch of the series. Anyway, sorry Vanilla Ice and Cream, you've reached number 6. And I should probably get within running distance. You know, I was going to put Vitamin C at number 5 of this list, but then I remembered one that's actually scarier than Vitamin C. Yep, sorry buddy. This stand is Highway Star of Part 4. Oh, you think you're safe from this thing? If it touches you, it steals your nutrients and gives it to its user who is laying in a hospital bed. Now, you're probably thinking, well, I can outrun it, can't you? Well, if you can run about 60 kilometers an hour, possibly you can get out of the way, or have it tailing you. Yep, you must be moving over 30 miles per hour to get away from this thing. So, yeah, it's pretty fast. You gotta get out the way to make sure that it doesn't catch you. And if you think you've lost it, you better make sure you never went past anything important or touched anything, because this stand is like a bloodhound. It can track you via scent alone. That, in my mind, is scary as fuck. I don't want to end up running away from a stand only to turn around and see it not only chasing after me, but smelling everything that I have just run past to check if this is the right way. Sends chills up my spine just thinking about it. Don't eat me, Yuya. And number 4 on this list, we have Civil War. Oh, dear God, this stand. Civil War's ability that it can basically bring back anything you felt guilty about and surround you literally in it to the point where it dissolves you into nothing but mush. Yeah, imagine everything you felt guilty about in your past coming back to haunt you and kill you. Its appearance is pretty good. Its user is alright, I'll say that. But the thing that lets this stand down for me is it's water soluble. Granted, if you're being chased around by your guilt and it's literally killing you, then the last thing you're going to be thinking is, water! I need water! Water! But yeah, just the fact that it's water soluble really doesn't do it for me. But yeah, I don't like the thought of having all my guilt pile up on me. So, Civil War is at number 4. Now we're getting to the ones that really scare me. The Hanged Man is one of them. Let me start with the user. Holy fuck, look at this guy. 2 right hands. Ugh. Last thing I want to run into. A man looking like this and having 2 right hands. Nope, 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 nope. Now let's move on to the actual stand and its ability. The stand looks like it came out of the movie The Mummy, and that's fairly scary enough. What's its ability? Well, it can only be seen in a world of reflection. Meaning, if you turn around in real life, you're not going to see it there. If you look in a mirror and it's creeping up behind you, you better start fucking running. This stand is basically like a beam of light, and it will move to any reflective surface that it's nearby. Meaning, since I'm wearing glasses, I'm practically fucked, because this thing will keep following me in my glasses and try to kill me. So, with that in mind, I'd rather not have this stand chasing me. Not only that, but when it moves, you gotta be quick, because that's the only way you can harm it. If you break the mirror, nope, you ain't gonna do shit. If it's in a coin and you happen to break the coin, fuck off, that ain't doing nothing. You gotta catch it when it moves to its next reflective surface. Also, did I mention that the stand also has 2 right hands? Sorry, dude. You may be one of my favorite villains of all time, but your stand is my number 2 scariest. This stand belongs to Yoshikage Kira. Oh yeah, you know which stand this is. It's Killer Queen. Killer Queen's ability is a pretty terrifying one, which is why it's at number 2. Whatever Killer Queen touches becomes a bomb, which can be remotely detonated wherever Kira is. So basically, if he were to touch you, you are fucked, because you've just become a bomb. Not only that, but it also has 2 other abilities that are bombs. It has Sheer Heart Attack, which is connected to Kira's left hand. It is basically a little tank bomb, and if you think you can get away from it, you best be holding a lighter or something that's hot, because it will track anything with the highest body temperature. So if it senses a fire going, if it senses something boiling or sizzling, it will go to that. If it focuses on you panicking, your body temperature is going through the roof. So it's going to come after you. So good luck with that. Now here comes bomb number 3. Bites the dust. Oh my god, this bomb. Whatever Kira touches will implant a little Killer Queen in it. And if someone so happens to discover who Kira is, where he is, or if they tell him who he is and where he is or what he is, Killer Queen Bites the Dust will jump into their eye and explode them from the inside out. Downside to this, Kira has to know who he's killed. If he doesn't, time skip backwards. Yep, if he doesn't know who he kills, he goes back in time to the point before the bomb started. So basically, it's like a little time machine. Oops, I fucked up. I don't know who I killed. Whoops. Oh, now I know who I killed. I can progress through time. And it's reasons like that why Killer Queen is my number 2. People sometimes tell me that the power of immortality would basically be the best thing ever. But I would disagree so. Immortality would mean you'd have to stay alive and watch everyone you know and love die around you. Knowing that you can't die, well, you can't truly die anyway. Until you become virtually a vegetable in the mind, you can't really go further than that. It's not living, but it's not dying either. And it's because of this, my number 1 scariest stand belongs to a JoJo. Gold Experience Requiem. This stand is by far the scariest stand I've ever seen in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. A Requiem stand is a stand that has been pierced by the arrow and can only be actually acquired if the user has an extreme want, need, or desire for something. JoJo wanted to become stronger, and he wanted to be the boss, and he wanted to beat Diavolo. So, he got Gold Experience Requiem. It kept his ability to give life to the around him, including inanimate objects and living things such as people. But it gains another ability. The ability to set things to 0. This basically means anything happening, even if it's an attack, be set to 0, negating it, and complete as if it never happened. Not only that, but he can turn people to 0. That means you die, but shortly after, you come back to life, and you die again, and again, and again, and again, in an endless loop. You are set to 0. You can't die, but you can't live either. That is why the stand is scary. Not only that, but Giovanna is a smart JoJo, and he knows how to use his stand. He knows the different tactics he can use with Gold Experience. He knows the ability of Gold Experience Requiem, and now he is the boss of Passione, meaning he is now the strongest gang leader in Italy. Gold Experience Requiem takes number 1 because this, in my opinion, is truly a fate worse than death. This is Jonix signing off, and if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go analyse her character just by their hair. Julia!